just don't make sense, and you need a friend. Grab my hand and come aboard. It's a special place called the I'm not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait, yeah. Not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait for the ducks. It's called the William Street Swap Shop. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
To my artist friend Zach. Wait, I should do it like a woman's voice. To my artist friend Zach. Love, Julia. It's a deal.
This was done on February 22nd of 2016. They put their days before the month. We put the month before the day. This was done in Bratislava, Slovakia, by our friend Julia. Look, the frame is from IKEA. They have IKEAs.
They have.
That's pretty neat.
They date their dates differently, but they buy their products at the same store.
That's right. And
we're not so different after all.
In case you forgot, about a month ago I did a painting of two eagles flying across the sky. They were married. They were in love. They're still in love. And Julia wanted to swap for those eagles, which is why she said I'm an artist. Thank you, Julia. I love you as well. And she sent me this linoleum cat.
It's beautiful.
That she made herself.
I can tell you from being in the room with it, it's vibrant. The colors are rich and yet understated at the same time. It's a one-of-a-kind print, hand-signed by the artist. It's number 4 of 5.
Wow.
So one day, Zach and 4 other people will be very wealthy.
This reminds me of the Pepsi cans I used to collect. When they released the Fast and the Furious movies, they put them out limited edition on the cans, and I collected each can. 1 of 8. You get each character because they made 8 movies. I'm going to hang this up on my wall. I'm going to cherish this and love this, and I'm going to walk by it every morning when I wake. Because this is a work of art, and I'm so proud to have a friend like Julia. Julia, thank you.
We salute you. We thank you.
Thank you so much, Julia.
We got this late Friday. I've been dreaming about it all weekend, getting ready for the moment we could open it.
I wanted to unbox it. I wanted to come in over the weekend, Matt, and open it up while you were not here. I just can't wait to get this on my wall. Julia, I love you very much. Thank you.
There are 2 keys to the swap shop. I own one, Zach owns the other. They must be turned at the same time in order to get access into the swap shop. It's a policy we've had since the early days of opening our doors, and it's for security reasons. We can't really trust either one of us to be in here alone, so that's why Zach was not able to come in here this weekend alone.
And it makes sense because if I would have taken this home. And I'm glad I waited. It feels good to open it. Thank you, Julia. It's a real fine piece of art.
And because Julia is a wonderful, wonderful person who doesn't want anyone to be left out, we get a close-up on this. Figaro.
What is that?
Slovakian dessert. Some sort of mix of their native pine nuts with milk chocolate. It's pine nut milk chocolate in Slovakian is translated as mlečna. And I'll show you a little funny thing. I've had this before. If you look, it's in Slovakian, so you can't see it, but it's still legal. They put opium in the chocolate there. Still legal
Oh, yeah.
in Europe. Just like the chocolate here used to be made.
That sounds great.
So I'm going to eat this
Have a nice chill afternoon.
and cherish it. Yeah, it's going to be great. I guess we should welcome everyone. It's
Right.
Monday morning. That was an exciting way to start off the week.
Welcome to the swap shop. My name's Zach.
My name is Matt, and as always,
It's a deal.
it's a deal. Rich, buttery milk chocolate
Figaro.
made in the old world tradition.
Hey,
Just what
Matt.
I love. Thank you, Julia. I really appreciate you including me in that. I know. I'm not the artist Zach is, so.
I thought she was just giving me a little extra treat, to be honest. Hey, enjoy eating this chocolate.
No, this is.
But it says for Matt with a heart. How could you forget about you, Matt?
You got a little sun this weekend, as I think we both did.
That's right. I'm looking sharp. I was at a cafe, and I said I wanted to sit outside. I like to sit outside. They said, you want to sit outside? I said, yes. Where I was sitting, half of me was in the shade, and the other half was in bright 12 p.m. sunlight, right beating down on me. You don't have much hair. It really gets to the top of your head. I showered last night and felt the hot water burn my scalp. But it's a good feeling because I know spring is here, and that's going to be good. I'm going to get tan.
Let's get as tan as we possibly can this year,
That's a goal
and
to have.
invite everyone else responsibly to tan yourselves as well. There's a good way, smart way to do it, and a foolish way. The smart way is to apply UPF protection against the sun's ultraviolet rays.
That's right. Keep the tan going. That's what I say. I'm getting fit, I'm working out, and I'm staying tan. Gotta look good for the summer. I'm trying to stay better. I'm trying to look my best, man. I'm trying to tell, when people ask me how old you are, they say, wow, you look better than you were when you were 18,
Yeah, stronger too,
right?
better shape.
Working out more, I run more, staying more physically fit, dealing with more swaps, it's keeping my brain sharp.
There's a lot of moving pieces to the swap shop, a lot of problem solving. Our mental acuity is at a new high than it's ever been. I play chess against robots and win regularly. IBM Deep Blue, I've beaten it several times thanks to the mental sharpness that the swap shop keeps me in.
That's right.
So if you're out there, IBM Deep Blue, and you think you want a rematch on camera, we'll see if we can make that happen. I'm going to beat you again.
I just want to thank everyone for joining us. On Friday, we played a big joke. We were not here. We were somewhere else.
That's right. We had the great opportunity to April Fools host the Fish Center show. We hope you saw that. And we thank Cho and Jono for doing the swap shop on Friday. It was great.
We loved it.
They brought a whole different energy that I really liked.
We now know if Matt and I are ever on a group vacation, we know who to call.
Groupification?
Group vacation.
Oh, right.
A
Yeah.
swap shop vacation, we call in our backup. Joe and Jono.
It might happen one day.
Matt and I like to travel, and who knows, we might go somewhere together.
Sometimes when
Wouldn't
we're
that
out
be cool?
on our live shoots, it's some risky behavior. Someone could get hurt or arrested, and it's good to know we've got the talent within the building to grab the swap reins, kick open the door, and welcome people in.
That's right.
And
And
speaking of,
For those who are new, who have never seen us before, hello, welcome. We swap items. We take your items, images, we put them in a gallery, and we look at them. And we talk about them, and eventually,
We
someone
help
else
you
swaps.
figure out somebody who wants to swap you for it. I actually made an offer on this Yamaha student trombone last week. Lauren is in the building. She played it in a little free jazz moment the other day that I really was impressed by. And I said, I want that trombone. I'm going to offer you my old Fisher-Price PXL 2000 camera. She's thinking about that. So while she thinks, it's still up for grabs.
Look at that trombone.
The
It
spit
looks exactly
valve.
like that from the picture
Yeah.
too. Shiny. What kind of metal would you say that is? Aluminum?
It's brass.
Brass.
You got your brass bell. That's the part the sound comes out of.
Right.
You got the spit valve at the end. When it starts getting liquidy sounding, you
That's when you
press
spit.
that, and the spit comes out of that
Gotcha.
onto the carpet. Everybody in the day and age of immediate gratification, they say, well, I got an app. I got the trombone app. I'll just press that and swipe it, and it'll be trombone sounds. It's not the same. There's an authenticity to the real instrument that will never be captured by a droid-enabled phone. Sorry, Steve Jobs and your replacement guy.
Tim Cook.
Right.
Matt, would you like to go listen to some jazz music this weekend?
I plan to. There's an outdoor concert with the Rippingtons, and I'm going to get my blanket set up in Piedmont Park in Atlanta and just go listen to some jazz, probably.
There's nothing better than to go have a nice cold beverage, relax to some jazz tones on a blanket at the park. I like to go to the park all the time. Almost every weekend I go by myself. I watch people.
Do you ever talk to them?
If they come to me first, they'll say, "Hey stranger, what you looking at?" Say, "Oh, just enjoying the day at the park, nothing, you know me," and I just do this hand gesture. Just kind of like, just having a good time. No big deal.
Yeah, well, you're making my wife uncomfortable, so can you look somewhere else?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't really looking at you or your wife. I was just looking at the lake behind you. I love ducks.
You know what you did. Now, I need you to move, or it's going to be a not great thing here in a sec. I texted the cops, and they texted me back. They're ready to come.
I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at you or your wife. I'm not fantasizing about either of you. I don't have any kind of dark thoughts. I am not a dark person. I do not have any kind of evil inside of me. I'm a good, bright man. I just want to be at the park alone. I just went for a really long run, and I'm resting. And I happened to look up. I'm not wearing sunglasses, so you can see where my eyes are looking. Would it help
I
if
hear
I put
you.
sunglasses on?
You said your piece, I said mine. Now scram.
Yes, sir. That's...
And then you just
I leave
find
the park.
a cool place.
I don't want to. I go to a shaded spot and get another sunburn on my head. I'd rather get burned by the sun than burned by a human. Do not want to have any issues or interactions. I like going to the parks. I don't want them to ban me.
We got a cool thing. I think Cho and Jono may have talked about this, but it's new to us. The 2005 Writer's Market book from TJ. It's 100% updated for 2005, so it's got some really great info on how to submit your friend's scripts or
Right.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode spec teleplay.
Not even if you want to submit a script, but say, hey, you're a blogger. You want to start a new blog. You're blogging about just things to fix in your house. Just quick little fix-em-ups. and you say, my blog, it's fixemup.com. Come look at my blog. You want to find your writing style. Look at this 2005 Writers Market. It's 100% updated. It's accurate and easy to use. You will benefit from using this no matter what you're doing, whether you're writing a script, whether you're writing for a blog or a magazine. You can use it, and it's friendly for everyone, whether you're using a PC or a Mac. You can use the Word or the text document, or you could even use a typewriter. The words in this book will help you write.
And let's talk about 2005. It was a great year. That some topics you can put into your writing. The People's Republic of China ratified an anti-secession law to prevent Taiwan from declaring independence.
Right about
There's
that.
your psychological thriller. You know, you
Right.
got the inner workings of that government trying to keep down the secession thing.
I can picture you if you write a hot script, or you don't use this book, you're going to write a script that's not going to be hot. You're going to get local actors from your town. You'll make a film that might be okay. But if you use this book, you're going to get Denzel Washington, Jet Li. You're going to get a big cast. You're going to get Helen Hunt. You're going to get a nice director tagged onto it. Someone like Mark Bruckheimer or Steven Spielberg.
So let's talk about the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter launched in 2005. So you make your Mars movie. There haven't been any of those yet.
Haven't seen one.
And Paul Giamatti is the NASA guy who's working night and day to get that reconnaissance orbiter launched.
We need
I
to get
need
the
more
rover.
time. I need more time.
The rover is up there without us. We need this in backup. Who does the voice of the rover?
I guess maybe Eddie Murphy, probably.
Okay. That would be a flick I would love to check out.
With the voice of Eddie Murphy as the Mars Reconnaissance rover.
Right.
Put that screenplay together. It's up to you. We're not, we can't write it for you.
That's right. You can put really funny jokes in it. You could, make it a political thriller, but throw in some humor so people don't get lost in it.
What kind of stuff do you like to read when it's just you and a weekend and
I sometimes
no
get
plans?
into the web, far deep into it.
You like to read websites?
Yes, I love getting into websites and reading about primarily dark things that have happened. Serial killers, that kind of thing. I like to know that I'm a good person and I would never be like them.
I just get on a website, I log on to my internet service provider, I find a great website, and you know what I do? I just dig deep down into that one website. About us, contact, all the different menu items. I just read and read and read. It can be a store, it can be a artist collective. I just love reading sites.
That's right. There's a lot of information to read too. And if you want to be a good writer, check out this 2005 Writers Market. You are in the market for writing. We're in the swap shop, you're in the writing shop. Send us a screenplay, we'll read it on air.
We'll help you workshop it.
That's right.
If you got a dialogue between two characters that you want to know if it's believable or not, we'll work on that with you.
That's right.
It all starts from truth. Maybe it could be about two guys who run a swap shop together, but secretly, are putting together a plan to take over the government.
Create a small...
It's like a fantasy sort of thing.
Right. Matt and I would never do that, but something like that.
Yeah.
They want to create their own economy and build a life outside of the government that they're currently in.
And the funny thing is, we're putting together a little writer's workshop retreat sort of thing in our land, our mountain land. It's going to be part of the building up there where you just feel peaceful, just away from it all and
Just
get a
relax.
chance to write. Works with some friends outside the city.
Sit on
Breathe the fresh air and just maybe learn a little bit about Zach and I's ideas and, share your ideas.
We have a big mountain that we sit in the shadow of at the swap shop. And on that mountain are knobs. A few little
Correct.
knobs.
Some of the best knobs in the region. This next item is exciting to me. It's the Blood of Heroes role-playing game. And I guess what you do is you get the book. Maybe people assign yourselves characters and you roll some sort of thing. And then you're, say, ninja power or whatever out loud. And then other people win or lose. Have you ever played the Blood of Heroes, Zach?
No, but I noticed this number is number 2 of 2000. There's 2000 games to play. And look at the character in the middle, not the top one that looks like the robot, but the one in the middle with the arms out, with
Yeah.
the orbs around it. How intimidating is that? Imagine if someone says, "Will you play this game with me?" and they open up that, you see that book, I'll say, this looks demonic. Put it away.
Yeah.
But
I
then I
got-
see that girl on the left, and she's dancing, and she's like, "I'm not afraid of your orbs. Come at me." And then I think I would like to be on her team, play her side.
Yeah.
Everybody else on that cover looks boring,
You got
except that demon.
Tribal Tat Tim in the middle. You got Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe below him.
That's right.
And then Terminator above him.
And the guy on the right looks like this singer for The Cure, or a character in a
Yeah.
new metal band.
You got the singer from The Cure is the other role you can play. And then the woman is like some sort of jewel thief from...
She's a spin-off from Ocean's 11 movies.
Yeah.
That's Julia Roberts. Be careful you don't get hit by the orbs or those swords. Why don't you come over here and hang out with me in my apple orchard?
You know what
That's what she says.
Yeah. What else does she say?
Come play the game. There are no losers. You'll get lots of fame.
When you look at her at first glance, you say, definitely she's shaving her armpits, but you know what? At second glance, maybe not. And that's part of the fun of the game. You got to learn. You got to figure out if she shaves her armpits or not.
Right.
And I think if the mission of that particular game was to find out if she shaves her armpits, I would be the guy from The Cure on the right. Because I think he'll be more persuasive at sort of the soft skills of getting out the information.
Right. He seems to be the one that most people would pick. He's the smallest one on the cover. They show his full body. He's not very muscular, but he's dancing. And he's got a lot to say, and I think that's what is important about him. He's got a lot of energy. The Blood of Heroes. Hey, would you like to come over and play a game with me this weekend? What are you talking about, Zach? I've played all of your games already. You've invited me over all the time. No, bro, listen, I got a new game. It's called The Blood of Heroes. I swapped it and got it in the swap shop. You can be a hero or a villain. You can kill heroes in it. This is not a child's game. Look at this cover. You send a pic, you snap it over. They look at it and they say, "I'll be right there. I'll bring the dominoes," and say, "Don't order it yet. I got a coupon." This Blood of Heroes comes with a Domino's coupon inside the book.
We'll throw in a Domino's coupon. Wait a minute, Zach. When I play this game, do I have to still sort of live my stupid life where I'm not very cool or powerful, or can I pretend to be some other sort of character who has a lot of power?
You be whoever you would like to be. When you play this game, you are in charge. You have the energy. You have the blood of heroes in you. Your blood is no longer your parents' DNA. You're now not even human. You're a monster. You're a villain. The blood of heroes.
Say I want to live as a woman, but I'm not sure, like, full-time yet. Can I try it out in this game?
When you come over and you play this game with me, you'll find out it will be like...
So guys can play women characters?
Yes.
Okay.
And women can play men characters. And some of these aren't even men. That robot in the background that looks like Terminator, that's not a man or a woman. You can be whatever you want.
Robot.
You can see how it feels to be a robot. You can see how it feels to be angry all the time. And hey, you were thinking about getting a tribal tattoo on your forehead? Try it out. Be this character and see how people judge you. Walk a mile in this character's shoes.
I think if I was going to play the game, there's 3 things I would do. I'm the guy who has tribal tats on his forehead. I do shave my armpits. and I'm also the frontman for a band called The Cure.
Yes.
So I'm going to combine the elements of three of the best characters historically.
And if we play this game long enough, we can mate the characters and create children, offspring that have special powers. Would you? That's what I'll say. You can say if you win this item in a swap shop, you can invite your friends over and say, "Won't you like to come over and mate with me in the Blood of Heroes?" We don't have to be. We can both be men or we can both be women. It doesn't matter. We don't have to be romantically involved. It's just a game.
Right.
It's almost like VR though. It feels real.
We can just be two people meeting each other for a Craigslist exchange.
Yeah.
I'm buying a microwave in the parking lot of the Home Depot, and you're the guy with a bunch of tribal tats selling it to me.
Hey, I just moved to the city. I'm looking to make new friends. Who wants to hang out with me? No one wants to hang out. I'm not very good at kickball. I'm not good at competitive sports. I don't like it. They say, well, why don't you come over and play Blood of Heroes? You don't have to be competitive at this. You just come over and pretend to be a hero or a villain.
What's the catch?
No catch. I got pizza. I'm not going to yell at you if you win. I don't take these games serious. I just like to do it to play. It'll last hours. It'll be fun. It's cheap entertainment. And if you like to drink, I do have a little home brewing kit I have at home. Me, personally, I don't like to drink, but that could be something you could mention in your Craigslist post.
I don't drink, but I homebrew. It's just for the craft. I like it. I need people to drink it. Come over. I haven't had friends in a while, and this is my chance, I feel like, to share my homebrew that's now ripe. It's my homebrew harvesting season. It's been fully carbonated. Come over to my house. Don't go to the front door. Go around back. There's a lower door. Go to that one. Knock 3 times. It's open. Just keep going down the stairs, and you'll find it.
Give me an hour to clean up, though.
No early birds. 8 p.m. sharp. Sunset.
And then you send out an email to your neighbors. Hey, it's going to be loud. I'm having a few friends. We're going to be playing Blood of Heroes. Let me know if we have any noises, if there's any noise complaints. We yell a lot. No one's physically hurt, but there will be yelling. No one's getting hurt, I promise. But when you hear screams, do not come over. It's just us playing. We're playing this game.
You're going to take us out of the game.
Right.
Don't swing by. You're going to break our characters.
We're playing a game, and then you show them, you open up Blood of Heroes. See, this is what happens when someone attacks me with an orb. I scream for 5 seconds.
Into the ceiling for help. You know, we should talk about our weekends. We never quite got into that, and it's been a great couple days away from the swap shop. The way we keep things fresh, the way we keep the swap shop vibrant is by getting away from it all.
That's right.
On
Walking
the weekend.
outside, shutting the door.
I leave work at work. I try not to get it in my head at all. And I go out on the weekends and I chill.
Me too. Who had the chillest weekend?
We got a new thing we're setting up this weekend, and we invite you to participate. By the way, number is 413-961-4263.
Yes. We have not mentioned that yet, and if you'd like to call in, please call us. We'd love to talk with you about your chill weekend or any items you'd like to swap, or just a tip or story you'd like to share.
And we're calling this new feature on the show the Chillest Weekend Challenge. Or was it just the Chill Weekend Challenge?
I think it's the Chillest Weekend Challenge.
Bring up the Chill Weekend Challenge, and then we go boom, and then...
That's right.
There's actually well, this works. Okay, so it's the Chillest Weekend Challenge.
Did you have a chill weekend? I'm sure you did. Everybody did, right? I mean, it's Monday. What did you do all weekend?
Right. You chilled, if you're us.
Chilling also means relaxing.
So I'm going to go first. You guys got to decide who had the chillest weekend, and if you think you can challenge for a chiller weekend, you give us a call, send us a JPEG of what went down.
Our email is williams.swap@gmail.com. It's the bottom left email on your screen.
So I'm going to go first. This is my dog, Frosty. Do I know her breed? No, I don't. People ask a lot. She was a rescue. I went with my dog to the North Georgia mountains, and we circumnavigated a lake. It's called Black Rock Lake, and to the upper right is an area called Scruggs Knob. I thought about summiting Scruggs Knob. Too much work. Didn't have enough time. So I chilled. I sat on the banks of the river with Frosty. We looked. We listened to the splashing of the water. We watched some waterfowl duck into the water, pull up a fish, eat it. Frosty loved that. She breathed. She drooled. And then I got on my phone and I uploaded a picture to social media. And then I said, that's it. I'm putting the phone away. That's not what I came up here to do. And again, I chilled.
Sounds like a chill weekend.
To the left of Scruggs Knob, off screen, is another knob called Marson Knob. Did not get a chance to climb on that, just Scruggs.
A lot of knobs on the mountains. So what do you think? If Matt had a chill weekend?
Press 1 on your touchdown. Press star 16. Text star 16 to us to vote for my weekend.
Right.
Now, Zach's going to tell us about his chill weekend.
But before you decide, you got to listen to my chill weekend because, let me tell you, it's going to change your mind. Look, just like Matt, I also had a chill weekend. I had a chill weekend with two friends, two of my best friends, two little dogs. That dog in the foreground, the dog who's looking real cute, a little brown Cocker Spaniel, I know his breed. His name's Reggie. He's not my dog. He's my friend's dog who was visiting Morocco, and he asked me to watch his dog for him. As you can see, he has a leash on right there, that little clip on his collar. That's so he wouldn't run away. He's got a lot of energy. He loves to run. So I had him close to me, and I was sitting on the leash. The dog in the little background, who looks like a little critter, who's like, hey, leave me alone. I want to just listen to some My Chemical Romance and just sit in the shade. That's my dog, Petey. That's my personal dog. He's also a Cocker Spaniel. With these two dogs, I was the hit of the neighborhood. I was walking them down the street, and people would say, are those Cocker Spaniels? And I'd say, yeah, they are. And then they'd pet them, say, they don't bite, you can pet them. And it would create new human interactions with people. I made a lot of friends, made a lot of good neighborhood allies. Now people will be good to me because of my dogs. And I sat in this field, it's called Delwood Park, and I sat there with these two dogs for a few hours in the sun, relaxing. That was a chill weekend for me.
Now, can I ask you a quick little follow-up question?
Yes.
When people ask you if your dog's nice, do you say, oh yeah, go right ahead, jump in? Or do you qualify it and say, he's a good guy, but he gets fussy sometimes,
Right.
so like legally you're protected?
Yeah, legally, I do say when I'm just walking Petey, the little blonde boy, I'm like, he's the best. He won't bite you. But if I'm walking Petey and Reggie, I say, I do the, I think about it.
Yeah.
And then they say, oh, I get what you're saying. I'm like, he's nice, but be careful.
Right.
When he's out on a walk, he can sometimes get aggressive.
He gets protective.
Right.
He's a great boy, but he just gets a little protective
Yeah.
sometimes.
Do you
around
look at those
small
teeth?
children.
You can see one little hint of his tooth under that tongue. Do you want to get bit by that? And I can't control him. And I just bring him back on his leash and go inside. And people are jealous, I think, that they say, wow, that guy lives with those two dogs. That's pretty cool.
So, you've heard both our chill weekends. This is the swap shop. We want to swap with you. Did you have a chill weekend? Tell us about it. 413-961-4263. In the meantime, we have an extra special chill weekend bonus from Lauren. Are you live on your mic there, Lauren?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, look at these little fellas.
Tell us about your chill weekend.
So these are two pictures of my one bird. He is a cockatiel, not to be confused with cockatoo. I thought you should see two different angles of him, I guess, to get
Oh, it's just the same.
broader range of his personality. Yes.
How old is
one
he?
bird. He's 8 years old.
Little 8-year-old cockatoo.
Yeah. So I didn't really do much
So-
this weekend. I mostly hung out at my apartment, took some naps, took care of the bird. Can't take him to the park. Can't take him anywhere really, because I love him and I think he loves me, but I don't know that he won't fly away if I take him somewhere, or that a hawk won't swoop down and eat him if I were to take him to Piedmont Park.
Do they make leashes for birds?
They do.
So
I've
it'd be
seen-
like a
I've
little
seen-
balloon.
Yeah, I've seen packages of bird leashes. They have a picture of a guy in roller skates going through a neighborhood with a bird on a leash.
I wish it would be, here's a movie pitch. I hope no one steals it, but I'm going to throw it out there because it just popped into my head. But it's like the movie Up, except this time instead of using balloons, it's the character. They have a lot of birds, and all their birds fly them away.
Would it all be one kind of bird or lots of
I
different?
think one kind of bird, yeah. They really like cockatiels, and
Maybe it could be a cloned, one single bird cloned like 100 times.
yeah. It's the person who owns the birds, whether it's a he or a she, they're a cloner. That's a scientist. They make clones, and they fly away with all their birds to a new, better, brighter place.
It could be called Cloner, but then the C's real small, so it just reads like loner.
Right.
And then it's a story of how he finds friendship through bird aviation.
My bird's name is Bird.
You've had it for 8 years?
Since he was a
And
baby.
How have you grown in that time since you first got the bird?
Well, I was just in 10th grade. I was in high school, and I don't know if I've grown much, but I know my bird has really developed emotionally.
Were you experimenting with drugs at the time?
In high school,
Yeah.
not quite. I might have been taking some ibuprofen or some antihistamines.
Just stories of personal growth always start off with, and at that time I was experimenting with
Right.
drugs a little, but that's okay if this one didn't.
Absolutely, yeah. It's good to be clean.
Clean living the whole way through.
That's right. Who had the most chill weekend? Star 16 in your chat for Matt.
Star 16, your chat for Matt, star 17 for Zach, and star 18 for Lauren for the most chill.
Right.
And if
maybe
you feel like you had a chiller weekend, send us a JPEG and give us a call. It's 413-961-4263.
Or email us at williams.swap@gmail.com.
And text star 14 to your provider or to our chat if you feel like no one had a chill weekend.
Right.
Star 16 Matt, star 17 Zach, star 18 Lauren, star 14 no one's weekend was chill.
Right.
I think maybe it's time to move on
Switch
to
gears. We
yeah,
have one thing we have to get to.
Right. This is exciting, as you know, if you've been watching the show at all. We like to do a thing called BCC Theater. We take your BCCs, you BCC us on a work email, and then we get professional actors to come perform the email chain.
People who are receiving these emails do not know we're BCC'd on them. BCC stands for blind carbon copy. No one sees that we are attached on this email. It's great. We're reading people's emails. And we got an email that was really great, and we felt we had to put it together.
So please welcome our guest performer, Anka. You've seen her on the show. You might not know she's a professional thespian.
Anka, we have a microphone that just came out of the table for you. Just try that on.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for joining us. We're going to both take our customary knee. And this is an exciting BCC theater. We always change the names to keep people from, getting unwanted attention.
Got it.
That's right.
Anka, do you want to talk a little bit about your journey in the performing arts?
Yes. I've always been interested in film and TV, obviously. And about a year ago, I joined a comedy theater.
Okay.
And as a writer. But lately, I've been taking steps towards actually performing the
Okay.
stuff that I write. So that's been great. And I also perform improv.
And when you're performing in your theater, how do you really get into a character? What's your process?
Well, if it's sketch, I usually write it, so I end up just understanding the characters that way. But if it's when it's improv, you just you channel the emotion and you think about why you feel a certain way, and you kind of step into a scene with a certain emotion, and then you kind of justify it as you go.
Okay.
So I think justifying your emotions is how I get into character.
And
Spoken
if
like
you
a
don't
true
mind,
professional.
I'm going to exit the frame. And then we'll switch to Zach, who will also exit the frame. and we want you to give us
Oh,
maybe just to prove your credibility here.
okay.
Can you give us the look of heartbreak? And now, resolution to defeat the heartbreak.
What about someone just invited you over to play the Blood of Heroes and you don't want to go? It's good.
Right. And now you've taken on the role of the robot who looks like Robert Smith from The Cure in Blood of Heroes. But you now haven't said anything yet.
So,
Perfect.
Yes. You are true actor.
100% credible. We got to make that graphic. Theater
Nice.
credible.
it's an honor. I'll add that to my resume next time I'm auditioning for something.
That was good. It took us on a little journey there. I liked that, and it was very,
Very
emotionally
neat.
powerful for all of us.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
You're about to see BCC Theater.
BCC
Take a
Theater.
seat. No
Act
talking
2.
during the theater. No texting.
This is BCC Theater Act 2, and it's called Friday Deadline. All right.
Here we go. From Trish. Sent Tuesday, March 28th. To local users. Subject: let's decide on MWA together. On together so we can win Friday deadline.
Write down who you would vote for to give Beth on paper. Please do not vote till we all decide. There will be a basket for your list of nominations on Beth's desk. Then we will know who we all should vote for and when. If we don't vote together, we won't win. Please turn in by COB Thursday. Then we can all vote Friday. Make a list of every category for your favorite DJs to traffic, sales, production. Choose your favorites in each category. We will tally and Beth will tell us who to vote for. Thank you for your teamwork, Trish.
We cannot do this. This is highly illegal. We cannot ask our employees to vote in a specific way. If you all want to have a bathroom conversation, great. But we cannot tell individuals how to vote.
Sorry, didn't know. Oops.
This makes me glad I cast my votes yesterday. It also frees me from any culpability in Trish's duplicitous scheme. P.S. Still love you, Trish. P.P.S. I didn't even vote for myself. Reg. That's how they signed the email. And that's the end of BCC Theater.
That concludes a scene of from BCC Theater. Thank you so much, Anka, for being here.
That was a journey.
Do you feel a rush now that we?
I do. And I think I have some insight into this character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Maybe you can use it in your thing,
yeah, I think she
in your improv sketches.
yeah, definitely.
Right.
I think she's often villainized,
Yeah.
but she's just trying to organize the team.
Oh, so you're taking sort of a
Mhm.
sympathetic view of Trish.
I mean, I went through a journey with Trish, and I think, then she was remorseful.
Right. She's learning.
So she's learning.
I
We
think
all
it's-
make mistakes.
It's customary for us at the end of BCC Theater to take a bow. We'll try to stay in frame here. Everyone, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
And then you and I one more.
Thank
Okay.
you.
There we go. And then you won. No,
Oh.
that's okay.
Okay.
So you guys, you see how this works? If you want to send us your BCCs, go ahead. Make sure that we're not going to ruin anyone's life.
That's right.
We'll change the names.
We change the names. We don't read any personal information. But we read the email, and this is a really great way to show an expressive form of art in the swap shop. We like to have a little art corner, and this is one of them.
As we diversify the offerings of the swap shop, we invite you to still send in your items, but send in your chill weekend photos.
That's
Let's
right.
talk about art. Let's talk about fine art, the theater, painting, your life, music, places that you go to be alone. Zach's dad, Wikipedia him, and then let's talk about whether the Wikipedia article is accurate or any other thing when you want to swap, topic-wise.
Well, all I have to say is it's been an excellent show today. That was an excellent segment of BCC Theater. We would love to see your BCCs if you'd like to email them to us at williams.swap@gmail.com. I went back up in the chat on adultswim.com, and it looks like the majority of people said star 17, which
Wow.
is, for me, I had the most chill weekend. But I'm not going to say that because it's not chill if you say you had a chill weekend. Someone else has to say you
I'll
had a
go
chill
ahead
weekend.
and I'll make my consolation, my concession call and say, Zach, you had the most chill weekend. You won this week's
Most
chillest
definitely.
weekend
That's what's up.
challenge.
Hey, I try to stay chill.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you guys, we'll do this next Monday. Let's keep doing this.
Monday, you have a
But
chill
you
weekend.
guys, it's up to you. You don't want to hear about us every weekend
Right.
in my stupid life.
This is probably the chillest weekend I'll ever have for the rest of the year. It's
Wow.
only downhill from here.
So you guys send us your chill weekend picks. Maybe it's a chill Wednesday night pick. Let's just talk about who's the chillest lifestyle out there in America and beyond.
Come chill with us on Mondays.
I like it. I'm into it.
Well, thank you very much, Anka.
That was great. It was an honor to be here today.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
You bring a lot to the show, and we thank you every time you come on here. And we'd like to invite you to do our final sign-off
Oh, I'm
tonight
excited.
in the middle.
Stick around for Crosswords coming up next. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Please come back and see us.
Till then,
It's a deal.
it's a deal.